there, beautiful beings. How are you doing? I hope fine, great actually. You know, we're talking about style, and I think I want to start it by saying, or even title this video, Freestyle, meaning own your style. Because as we all know, it's a form of self expression, right? It's a way that we express who we are and our creativity. So, a little bit more story about me. Of course, by now you realize I grew up in Jamaica, so of course that impacted my style. I want to think that my style is more islandy vibe, and chic, islandy, full of creativity more than anything else. Because I'm from an island of people that are highly creative. And one of the things I like to say, no follow fashion, turn your hand make fashion. Meaning, not like coming from a place of lack or anything, but coming from a place of creativity. Thinking about how you can put your own identity on something. How you can make something your own. Yeah, so part of it, of course, as I said, growing up on the island, all my life, and of course I met my partner, my mate there, and I don't think I can call his name yet. Anyway, he was one of those really cool guy with a cool vibe, of course, and I can say, yeah, it's a Calabar guy, Andrew's girl, Calabar guy, and or as I've stated before, we all had to wear uniforms. But just a little tip right here. Even people that, not, it's mandatory that you wear a uniform, but if you have kind of a uniformity to even your style, so it just becomes easy. So you don't have to think, oh my God, what am I going to wear this day? If you think, it's life. If you think, I would like to have like a set of these grape slacks or, uh, what should I say, like, a certain color of clothes that when I'm going in a professional setting, this is what I wear, this suit or this color, like you prefer blue shirts or, just making anything easy. It's still a form of uniformity, but you're expressing your creativity, right? You're freestyling, you're making it your own. So anyway, back to it. So we grew up, yes, wearing uniforms, let's say, and what I love about him is that, Maurice, I call him your name. Now with his Calabar uniform, he used to rock him ice green and gold belt. Just like Andrew's uniform, we used to, make it our own, playing with the length of the skirt, as I say, and different things. He made it his own too, and I mean, he's from a family of style to his parents, his grandparents, Lila Dudley, who Lila was, just so gorgeous and very talented, of course, seamstress. And I'm told they used to have a particular style hat that they made, so I just love the creativity, and the freedom to just, make whatever you do your own and express yourself. And another thing about him, he has like 9 gorgeous aunts that were some of them were models, flight attendant that modeled, hairstylist, as I've said before. I'm not sure, but I think probably they did some kind of makeup artist, makeup along with what they did too. So it's all forms of self-expression, and that is the key, so as I said, I want to encourage you to do that. There's no judgment here. This is a channel where you're safe, you are free. I want you to be inspired and encouraged to just be yourself, own your identity, who you are, and just love your life, just love your life. And just say bless up to everybody here. I thank you for taking your time to listen, come and check my channel out. Please like and subscribe, and of course, I'm not into forcing or begging, but I do kindly ask that, yes, another interesting thing is too, when my husband and I were dating, one of the dates that we went to was shopping. Oh boy, and I say, yes, man, this is a man right after my own heart. So it's no wonder later on, we had online stores, you know what I'm saying? So, which we really enjoyed creating and, putting our signature on it. And we just love that people really liked what we had to offer. And, it did well, it did okay, so that's something we're proud of. And we work together in the area of style with. And also another thing that was really fun for me when I was growing up. Of course, my mom just always had us so well dressed. And of course, if you watch the earlier videos, you'll see where I told you that my grandma Rose had her own boutique, and you know, my grandma Noella was also quite talented in that area. And before Rose, her mom also, and there's a story that goes that she literally made a wedding dress, a gorgeous wedding dress. This is Grandma Rose when she was 13. But she used to make just really beautiful styles for us. And I remember she made like 3 dresses that was just my favorite dresses. Especially I remember one, it was just brown with, red cherries on it. And I just always wanted to wear it. And so on Sundays, Mom used to just have us really decked out. And my brother Ricky and I, we used to go to the front of the gate. At that time, we lived in Duane Park, and it was such a fun neighborhood because it was a lot of young families, kids, and we just really had a blast. So he and I used to go to the gate, and and then go down to the shop when we can, of course, not by ourselves. Yes. And one of the things we loved to do was just to say hi to people, and especially my brother Ricky, he used to like to call to the girls. Yes, and he had to be decked out. It was so funny because he took called to all these girls that was, older girls, and they would stop and talk to him. So, and he just was quite the charmer. Anyways, the point is, and was that it was just a thing, you know. Jamaicans like being, expressing themselves in their style and fashion, and it starts very young, So that was just another bit, tidbit to get to know me more, because um, I really want you to feel comfortable here, And as I said again, just enjoy visiting my channel. Well, thank you guys again, and as you know, as always, bless up. See you next time. Some more story time to you guys. Um, there was one point where I considered I really wanted a career in fashion, and I was thinking about being like a buyer, working for like Nordstrom's or Bloomies or something like that. Because one of the first jobs I had coming out of school was working at a boutique, a friend's mother's boutique. My friend's mom and her sister own a really chic boutique uptown called Climax Boutique. Amory, if you ever see this video, much love to you, girl. I just so enjoyed it. It was just so fun. And I literally, at that point, I thought, you know what? I think, I would like a career in this field. How far could that take me? And as I told you before, I wasn't really the master seamstress kind of person. I'd more like do of the design things. But then it was like, wow, there's so many different things you can do in this field. And I really did seriously think about it. And then once I came here and so forth, I actually worked at Macy's for a minute too, but I was in the accounting department. Not really my interest per se. So, but it's just that I did somewhat of, my schooling involved that, because I told you I've worked at the bank, because after the Climax Boutique, I went to work at, National Commercial Bank, but still, I just really enjoyed working at the boutique more than I did working at the bank. So I'm just saying, just follow your heart, guys. If that's what you want to do, just trust yourself and just trust the journey. And as I said, this channel is about inspiring you and encouraging you to go for your dream, go for what inspires you, what makes you feel alive, And there is no limit to this, trust me. and you can do it at any time. Okay. I laugh because I always say to my husband, age has nothing to do with it. Age doesn't determine maturity, nor is it some kind of, I know, time for you to stop dreaming once you supposedly are a certain age. Not true at all. Because believe me, you are not that. You're never your age, you're your energy. And that's the most important thing for you to understand that. You know, I could go more into this, of course. You know, this would take all this, not the series, to just develop that more. However, anyway, I'm just addressing this topic right now about, you know, style, and just as I said, call it freestyling, which is basically owning your style and being confident in it, you know. And I got so much inspiration from my island of Jamaica, you know, because you had, as I talked about my grandma Rose again, aka Mama Deron, you had other, you know, really solid fashion houses like House of Ivy. You had, you know, Francis Keene, and later on, you know, you had Island Craft, which was a blend of just great accessories and different things. By the way, who doesn't know that? It's Cindy Spear, which is, you know, one of Bob Marley's partners. Just, you know, she was a Miss World and a model and all these things. And of course, everybody knows about Naomi Campbell. At her background, she is Jamaican. We call them Jinglish, you know, and just around the world. I love Iman, and she was just such an inspiration to me too. I looked forward to getting the magazines to see her, and, you know, getting the Cosmopolitan. My aunt Maxine had those, and, you know, the Glamour, and of course Ebony and Essence and all those magazines where you could really just see people of color, melanated people of color, just fabulous, you know. My favorite was Vogue magazine and all of that, but it's just so many things around you and so many people that are inspiring and has done just great things, you know, in every field that you can think of, you know. And as I said again, trust me, age is not a factor. I shared about how my grandma made a wonderful wedding dress at 13, you know. So, and just do what your heart tells you to do, what your inspiration is, and be you. Be free to be you. Okay, guys? Nuff love, as I say. Big up yourself and continue to walk good. Bye.